Welcome back here once again. Thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Thanks for bearing with us as we try and get our issues sorted. The Argos by 1, 16-15. Maldonado will bring it into the offensive zone. Maldonado looking to set things up. 1 point lead for the Argos, 16-15. Pass goes out on the right side to Carter. Carter around the screen into the high post. She'll attack and gets it. Nice take that time by Monique Carter.
They do a good job of getting on the hip and getting to the basket. Providence does.
Montana Tech into the offensive side. Again, bear with us here, trying to figure it out. Honestly, I think my computer is on its last legs. Turnaround jump shot. Great looking shot that time by Avery Carlson. Carlson 4 points on the day. The Argos lead by 1, 18-17. Near side, we go to Lee. Lee on the right wing. Pass goes up, almost knocked out Kaya Wasson, and she's going to pick up the foul.
That's a hustle foul. That's all right.
Yep. Nice job by Kaya Wasson. That's the thing we noticed at Western. Boy, her anticipation in passing lanes was fantastic.
She's got to get her shooting back down. She struggled for a couple games, but she hit one earlier, so we'll see.
Maldonado with the ball out near midcourt. Maldonado, pass goes up top to Lee. Lee tries to lob it into the high post. She does so to Salavea. She turns and fires it, gets it. Salavea puts it down. She has 9 points on the day already, and the Argos up 20-17. Far right side, Rademacher. Rademacher, double team, moves it out on the edge. Wongren back to Rademacher. Rademacher turns. That one's going to come up short.
I think they got a bottom half of the ball.
Providence into the offensive zone. Pass comes here on the near side. Ball gets knocked away. Providence will hold on to it, leading by 3. 8:25 left to play here in this second quarter. Argos leading 20-17. Scoop shot goes up, no good. Rademacher with a rebound. The 9th rebound of the day for Montana Tech, one less than Providence as of right now. Liv Wongren at the left wing. Wongren drives into the paint, puts on the brakes, almost lost her footing. Almost slid out on her.
Thought she turned her ankle there.
I agree, she didn't look happy. Shot goes up, won't fall in that time for Humphreys.
Salavea's presence down there makes it difficult to get a shot off.
Down to the baseline, Maldonado. Pass goes all the way out to the wing, now in the corner. Jump shot on the baseline is up and in. That's a nice looking shot by Ramirez.
Yeah, you've got to break down when you're attacking the offensive person.
Argos lead by 5. Montana Tech with the basketball. Carlson out to Rademacher. Rademacher into the lane and a travel call.
I didn't see that. She took a long step. Sometimes that confuses the referees. Didn't look like she drug her pivot foot.
A 5-point lead for the Argos. 7:34 left to play here in the first half. So our stream trying to find it under control. We'll see if we can get our score up here in a little bit, if this is going to work or not. Might as well. We'll try right before the end of half. So then we can mess with it at halftime if not. Near side, Maldonado. We'll just run this thing like she's radio for now. Long range 3, no good. Defensive rebound, Neibauer put it off the foot of a defender, but Montana Tech able to remain in possession.
I like it when they smile out there.
Agreed. Neibauer to the baseline, puts it up, and that one rolls in. Nice take by Neibauer. She's 2 of 3 for the day. She has 4 points.
She plays hard.
Very much so. Montana Tech trailing by 3. The Digs have 6 ladies who have scored thus far. Maldonado, good defense on her from Sandiford. Bounce pass to the baseline, now all the way up top. Great ball movement all the way around the arc. 3-point shot, no good. Sandiford the other way. Here goes Chloe. Chloe to the left wing, cross-court pass, Badavinik. Now in the block, it goes to Humphreys. Actually, it's Haber. Haber gets it in the foul.
I'll tell you, the crowd can't appreciate what I just saw. The pass was perfect to the baseline hand and allowed her to get that quick layup. Nice pass from Badavinik. Great passers make other players look great.
Argos by 1. Haber at the line here for Montana Tech. Thanks for bearing with us here as we expel expletives at my computer. Rebound Neibauer. Neibauer to the baseline. Montana Tech down by 1. 6:30 left to play here in the first half. Long pass intercepted. Carter Puts it out of bounds, nearly took that one 90 feet. And Montana Tech will remain in possession here in their offensive zone. 6:27 left to play here in this first half. Argos by 1.
Tech advantage down on the block now with the big out. They should do some entry passes down there. Hankowitz especially.
Neibauer in midcourt. Again, she's 2 of 3 so far on the day. Up top to Badavinik. Bato steps back, bounce pass, shot clock down to 4. Badavinik steps back, fires. Bato's three-point shot is money. Montana Tech goes up by 2.
She doesn't shoot enough.
Nada. And her last couple weeks have been fantastic for Montana Tech. You can see her confidence rising. Tech by 2, their first lead of the day. Baseline, triple team, intercepted pass, but a whistle on the baseline.
Great defensive play. Great defensive play, but for naught.
5:56 left to play here in this second quarter. And the Argos will look to inbound. 2-point lead for the Digs. Argos bring it into Salavea.
You got to double her. They got to double her.
Spins in traffic. Salavea turns, goes to the rack, and she is going to be fouled.
Yeah, there's really only 2 players who need to know where they're at all the time on the floor. This lady in the point guard, you got to be where they're at, but she can't have freedom. She is just too strong and operates really well with her footwork.
Digs lead by 2, 24-22. We'll talk about the standings. We'll get you scores from the other games here as we continue. Salavea's first is up and in. Salavea on the day, 10 points. She's 4 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the foul line right now. Her second is money, 11 points for Salavea. We're tied at 24. Montana Tech shooting 50% from the floor. Providence at 48%. Montana Tech up top. 3-point shot is on the way. Off the rim, no good. Big rebound, Salavea. Using that size on the interior to Maldonado. Down the floor, she goes to Carter. Carter pulls up, no. That one's tipped out. Diggs grabbed the rebound. And here comes Montana Tech in transition. Across the timeline. Far right wing with it. Down to the baseline, they go to Hopper. Hopper to Hankowitz. Hankowitz, she's going to fire from 14 and toilet bowls it in.
She is playing so well right now.
Diggs lead by 2. Hankowitz, her first shot of the day, 1 of 3 from the floor. Driving, Maldonado trying to find breathing room, and there's just none. In traffic, nice jump shot by Carter. Monique Carter from Puyallup, Washington. Orediggers across the timeline. Far left wing, Neibauer. Neibauer up top. Little head fake, comes here on the near side to Badavinik. Bato comes across, looking to the baseline. Now it goes to Neibauer. Neibauer fakes the pass, still looking left, goes that way. Driving, and we're gonna get a whistle and a foul as Macy Mayer took it into the paint. And Montana Tech gonna bring a line change again, Coach.
Shocker.
Timeout on the floor, 26-24. The Digs up over the Argos by 2. We'll take a break. We're back here right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their
Hey, thanks for joining us here on a Saturday afternoon as we are here on Digger Vision. And just about, let me check, just about nothing's working right now, so that's good.
Oh, good.
We'll try and increase that number as the afternoon continues. Jeez. Holy man. 2-point lead here for the Digs. They're shooting 50% from the floor, 50% from downtown. On the other side, Providence 48% from the floor, 17% from the three-point line. Leading scorers, you have Salavea with 11 already for Providence. On the other side, Kyle Wasson, 5 points for Montana Tech. Again, the Digs really spreading it around. They have 8 different ladies that have scored right now. Providence with 4 points off of their bench right now. On the other side, Montana Tech with 16 off the bench. Diggs looking to inbound. Liv Wongren. Pass out left side, Kaya Wasson. She'll pull up and fire. Shot no good. Rebound loose. Picked up by Providence.
Everybody watch that one hit the floor.
Broke. Down the floor, Providence all the way down to the bottom left corner. It goes to Lee. Lee here on the near side to Thurber. Thurber back into the hands of Carter. Ramirez now, left side, Lee. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez drives, spins, pulls up, fires, won't go. Rebound at Montana Tech. Diggs come out with it. In transition, Liv Wongren out on the far right side. Around the screen, fires from the left elbow. Pull-up jumper is money.
Yeah, she's feeling comfortable today.
Liv Wongren, 6 points on the day. She's 3 of 5 from the floor. And the Digs lead by 2. Providence led by 5 in the first half thus far. Montana Tech's led by 2. Good ball control. Pass is tipped. Loose on the ground. Diving for it. Now Humphreys comes up with it. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And Hadley Humphreys is going to be called with a foul.
Well, I've been known to disagree with referees. I really disagree on that call. It was a loose ball on the floor, and she actually got contained and ran into the player.
Yeah.
You let that go. There's a lot more subtle things take place out here than that.
So that is Humphreys' second personal foul, so that will bring her out here for a moment. Montana Tech leading by 2. Tremendous first half thus far. UP with it here on the near side. Monique Carter, pass goes left to Lee. Lee's pass intercepted by Batovinik, and she'll step out of bounds. Great hustle by Bato. Providence will inbound, 15 on the shot clock. And UP will inbound just off the edge of the Montana Tech bench. Pass comes in to Maldonado. Maldonado drifting right. Around a high screen, stops, passes here on the near side to Lee. Lee down in the corner to Carter. Carter's pass intercepted by Montana Tech. Great defense again by the Digs.
Yeah, Hankwitz with great defense.
Near side, three-point shot is up, three-point shot is in. Big time shot by Avery Carlson. Well, you brought up the word confidence earlier, and that is certainly the case for Montana Tech right now here shooting the ball.
Well, they're all grown up. They're veterans now. They're not freshmen. They're not red shirts. They're playing well.
Diggs lead by 5. Providence, far side, three-point shot, no good. Tipped all the way out to midcourt. Luckily, Carter is there to track it down. Tech leading 31-26. 2:30 left to play here in the first half. Providence, Maldonado. Maldonado behind the back. Double teamed, almost had the ball knocked away. Left side to Carter. Carter feeds it on the inside. And that one is going to be shoved out of bounds. Salavea looking for a foul.
Yeah, Tech's collapsed on that pretty good, so it put her into a frustrating situation. She should actually kick the ball out for the 3, but when you're in the mindset that I'm going to score, it's hard to do that.
Providence will look to bring it in. Maldonado. So Maldonado, 3 points so far on the day. Only 2 shots for her to this point. Deep 3 off the side of the backboard, no good. It's a shot clock violation. So a shot clock violation, that's the second so far today. And Montana Tech will bring her down. 5-point lead for the Digs, 31-26. Good call. Montana Tech with it. As down the floor, Carlson. Avery Carlson, pass to the left elbow. Up top it goes. Now on the interior, we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
Illegal screen, I believe.
And that will go to Providence. Personal foul going to be charged to Neibauer.
Got to stop, got to set them.
Montana Tech leading 31-26. And here comes Providence down the floor. Carter will bring her toward midcourt. Pass goes left side out to Lee. Lean out Ramirez. Providence has gone 3 deep so far on the bench. Providence far left side, Lee. Rifle pass out here on the near side to Ramirez. Tech's defense is really buckled down here, and an offensive call.
Yeah, Maldonado clearly pushed off.
Oh, and they actually hit Salavia with a block.
Well, it could have gone either way then, because she pushed off too. I thought that was the call.
Salavia will pick up the block call. And she'll get the offensive moving screen, and that will go to Montana Tech. So the Digs will bring her down the floor. 5-point lead for Montana Tech, 31-26. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision, trying to get our technical issues sorted out here. Carlson up top, spinning in traffic, near side. Carlson gets it back. Enters down in the block. Liv turns, shot no good, and she'll get the foul 90 feet away.
Frustration foul, missed the bunny.
So Wongren will pick up her first personal foul, and that will go to the Argos. Actually, that's team foul 5. So that will put the Argos at the line here for the next 1 minute, 16 seconds. Diggs leading by 5. Again, thanks for joining us here as we make our way through a Saturday afternoon. We have an official timeout, so with it, we'll take one, ladies and gentlemen. Montana Tech up 31-26. We're back here to the Hyper after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens.
.116 left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech leading 31-26. The Digs still shooting 50% from the floor. They're actually 60% from the three-point line as they're 3 of 5 from downtown. On the other side for Providence right now, 40% from the floor. They're 10 of 25 shooting and 1 of 8 from the three-point line, shooting 12.5% from that three-point line for the Argos here in the first half.
Well, you know, the three-point line is my most unfavored place on a basketball court, and they're struggling from there, and I think Tech's doing that. Let them shoot till they knock a couple down.
Montana Tech has to be ecstatic right now with what they're able to do against Maldonado. Maldonado's only taken 2 shots. She's 1 of 2 from the floor. And at the foul line, first is up and out, no good. So Monique Carter, the first one rattles out. Coming up at the half, we'll try and get our graphics and score and everything back going here. So if you believe in prayer, please say one for us. Second, no good, Montana Tech. Here comes Carlson the other way. Carlson, 7 points. She is Montana Tech's leading scorer right now. She'll drive, pulls up from 7, no good. Salavia pulls down the rebound. That is her 6th rebound of the day. Maldonado quickly the other way. Maldonado into the offensive zone. Switch dribble. Carlson's going to pick up the foul.
That's a good foul.
I was going to say the same thing. I think you're fine with that foul.
I know people don't know what a good foul is, but that's a good one. That was an easy score.
Yeah, she would have taken that right to the hole for an easy 2.
Well, she's a great free throw shooter, so maybe it wasn't as good as I thought.
Maldonado at the line. So Maldonado, the 5'7" grad student out of Sunnyside, Washington. Her first is money. She has just been nothing short of fantastic at the University of Providence.
Yeah, I just love her as a point guard. She can do everything.
Yeah, the Maldonado sisters probably could take a whole lot of lunch money on the playground.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down the floor, Diggs, Carlson. Up top, cross court it goes. Montana Tech here on the near side. With it, Humphreys, travel call. Hadley Humphreys called with the travel. That will go to the Argos. Montana Tech leads by 4.
Yeah,
40 seconds.
Providence has Humphreys a little frustrated right now. They're not giving him any open looks. But when the big comes out and guards her, she's got to go to the bucket with us. She's not as quick as Humphreys.
Diggs leading 31-27. Providence looking to bring it in here. 4-point lead for Montana Tech. The inbound to Carter. Monique Carter, a sophomore. They're diving for it. Great defense out there as just going after it is Sandiford. She almost tried to jump that pass as well. They'll move it around the arc left side to Carter. Carter outside the arc, feeds it into the high post. Salavea out to Maldonado. Maldonado stops, double team, goes baseline. Nice take to the basket. It's up and in for Ramirez.
Maldonado sees the floor so well. You cannot leave your man.
Sandiford to Carlson. Carlson pulls up and fires and gets it. Carlson is into double digits with 10. And we have one half in the books. Montana Tech leading 33-29. The Digs up over the Argos here on Digger Vision. We'll take a break. We'll come back, talk about the numbers, get you ready for the second half and more after this. Welcome back here once again. We are at the half. Montana Tech leading 34-29 over the Argos of the University of Providence here on Digger Vision. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher. Very good first half here so far at the Hyper.
Excellent half. Both teams, I thought the role players came off and did a good job. You expect the scoring out of the big from Providence, and Tech's bench people have come off and did a good job. How many points you say? The little point guard have?
Carlson has 10. She's our leading scorer.
She's playing really well right now, and that's the reason Tech has a little lead here.
And the thing I really love about the way she's playing currently is the confidence with which she's playing, and you know, she tore it up in high school in Havre. She can flat score, and it's good to see her get comfortable in the offensive side because she has struggled in the offensive side at times this year and even last year as playing in her freshman games.
Yeah, well, freshmen don't come in. They come in thinking they should be starters, and by the time they're freshman years older, they realize how much they have to learn to be successful, especially in this tough conference.
The 10 points right now for Avery Carlson is her season and career high. She had 9 against Northwest, and would love to see that number continue to climb here as this game continues. Now let's run through the scoring here. We'll start things off for the University of Providence. The leaders right now for the University of Providence, Salavea is the leading scorer with 11 points. She's 4 of 7 from the floor. She also has 6 rebounds to pace the Argos overall, so 11 points for Salavea. Carter with 6 points, Maldonado with 4, Ramirez with 4, and Thurber with 4 points on the day for the University of Providence. Again, as a team, they're shooting 42% from the field, 12.5% from the three-point line, and 60% from the free throw line. They have 16 total rebounds. That's actually one less than Montana Tech. They had a huge rebounding margin, or differential, I should say, towards the end of the first quarter, going into the second quarter, and Montana Tech defensively really tightened up a ton, started crashing the boards hard, and got that rebounding number back to basically even money.
Well, rebounds in the simple world. You got to get a body on somebody. I don't care where the ball goes up. You have to communicate that to your team with the word shot. And early Tech was not boxing out real well. And you got to keep their big off of the glass because she is an outstanding post player.
Again, for Montana Tech defensively, you look at Maldonado, one of, if not the best scorer in this Frontier Conference right now. 4 points on only 2 shots. She's 1 of 2 from the floor. So if you're Montana Tech, you are really happy about that. And expect them to try and game plan to get Ashley Maldonado far more involved here in the second half.
Oh, they're definitely going to do that. But when you're coaching, if you got a team with 2 or 3 great shooters, you got to figure out a way to stop one of them for sure.
Yeah.
And if they've got 3, then you got to find a way to stop 2. And they're doing a good job of that, and that's why they have the lead here right now. Their defense has been excellent. When you give a team like Providence 29 points at the half, you've done your job defensively.
A 4-point lead for the Digs. Let's take a look at Montana Tech's numbers. Their leading scorer right now is Carlson. She has 9 points. They actually changed her point structure. They went from 10 down to 9, so Carlson with 9 points. She's 4 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 1 from downtown. 1 rebound as well. Carlson with 9 points so far on the day. Liv Wongren has 6 points here thus far. Kyle Wasson sitting with 5. Down the list here, you're looking at Brooke Badavinick with 3, Hauber with 2 points, Neibauer with 4, Hankowitz with 2, and Rademacher with 2 as well for Montana Tech. They're shooting 50% from the floor. They're 15 of 30 from the floor, and they are 3 of 5 from downtown. Currently, 17 total rebounds, 4 of those offensive for Montana Tech, as they lead by 4 after the first half.
Yeah, and what Montana Tech's going to have to look at the second half, they've got to get Hadley involved in the game. She's too important. I think she's got to go to the top at the perimeter, get Hankowitz post up down below, run a lot of high-low, but Hankowitz also has to get more shots off. Like I said, the people coming off of the bench, they are getting the job done for Tech here today.
Well, again, thanks for joining us here as we make our way on Digger Vision. Montana Tech leading by 4. We'll take a break. We'll talk about the conference and more after this. Welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech as Orediggers basketball here on Digger Vision. We just visited by one of our favorite people in the entire world.
He is one of my. Mike Cutler is one of the greatest guys, and he's the youngest guy on earth.
Well, did you honestly just call somebody else the honoriest guy on earth?
Oh, he's ahead of me. He's way ahead of me.
Hey. Well, you see on your screen here, we've got the Frontier Conference standings coming into today. That's how things look as far as the women's side of the Frontier Conference goes. So we'll see how that continues here. Let's take a look at the scores as we go. Frontier Conference scores currently at the half. Rocky leading Western 39-36. And also at the half, get this one, Carroll leading Northern in Havre 18-16 at the half.
Well, they're either shooting horribly or there's some great defense being played in that one.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, that is crazy.
I had to look at the time frame on it about 10 times. So Rocky up by 3 over Western. That one's in Billings, getting the third quarter underway. And Carroll leading Northern 18-16. That one is in Havre up to the Armory. And that one just gets started in the third quarter as well.
Okay. And I need to give a shout out to ex-Tech star Tavia Rooney, who's watching this down in Arizona.
Hi, T.
Tavia,
that's it. Come on, I mean, that was
good. Oh, I could say 1,000 things about that girl.
Okay.
She sent me a text. I said, well, we love you no matter what you think of us.
So she's whining at you about our horrible stream right now currently? Our stream is bad. I'm very sorry. We're trying to get us situated. Diggs leading by 4, 33-29. A very good first half. A lot of fun. You know, both teams executed pretty well. Defense was solid. For the Argos, for UP, what's important for them to get started in this second half?
I think they got to set more screens for Maldonado. She's got to get loose. She's got to penetrate. She's a creator and a great shooter. And she didn't get those opportunities in the first half. Everything was a dribble to the outside, get a high screen, pass the ball, and go away. And she's not getting it back enough. So they've got to get her more involved in this game.
On the other side, Montana Tech leading by 4. They actually trailed for, what were we looking at? Maybe 16, possibly even 17 minutes of the first half. Tied it up, grabbed the lead, and a lead by 4 as we get ready here for the third.
Yeah, they've got to be aware of the post play. They're letting her play too much one-on-one. She's too strong. She's too good. You take Maldonado away the first half, then maybe you got to take the post player away the second half because she's the one who has actually kept them in this game. She's rebounded the ball well, and she shot it well.
A 4-point lead for Montana Tech. Again, your leaders right now. Salavea has 11 points for the University of Providence on 4 of 7 shooting, and you can attribute some of that to 6 rebounds as well for her. On the other side, Avery Carlson, 9 points thus far. She's only missed 1 shot. She's 4 of 5 from the floor, one of those coming from beyond the arc. Avery, from the first shot, has just been confident and really putting up good shots for Montana Tech.
Yeah, that's called maturation and getting ready and not nervous, and you're feeling comfortable with yourself out there.
So a 4-point lead here for Montana Tech. Again, thanks for joining us. Frontier Conference action here on a Saturday. We'll have the men's game coming up after this, and we'll certainly look forward to that. But these two teams throwing down. This is the, what are we looking at? This is the final game of the first trip through the Frontier Conference. This is the final year where we still play everybody 3 times. So this is our first game against the University of Providence. After today, everybody in the Frontier Conference has seen everybody once.
You learn habits, you get better, you get yourself ready. Things change. Tech is a threat now, whereas in the past they struggled a little bit. And while I'm talking about it, Hadley has got to get involved in this game big time for Montana Tech, and I'm still believing she's got to go out to that high post area and let Hankowitz work down inside, because Hadley's a good passer, but if they separate the rest of the defense, she's also great at taking the ball to the hoop.
Hadley only 2 shots thus far, 3 rebounds for Montana Tech. That 2 shots certainly needs to be increased greatly.
She needs 15 to 20 a game in my estimation.
So a 4-point lead here for the Digs. Foul trouble, we really didn't talk about that. We had a lot of whistles, but we don't have a ton of problems. For the University of Providence, Rieger has 2 personal fouls, and Carter has 2. On the other side for Montana Tech, you're looking at Kaya Wasson with 2, Carlson with 2, and Hadley Humphreys with 2. Remember, she picked up that second one real early in the second quarter. So that's kind of how the foul situation goes.
Yeah, foul's really not an issue at this stage of the game. The thing they got to be aware of, they don't want these two shoot free throws very well, and you don't want to get in deep foul trouble early. You want to get past that by the 5-minute mark of each quarter. Keep the other team from shooting free throws. Free throws are a big part of the game.
Montana Tech leads by 4. I mean, let's look at that. Providence 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Montana Tech 0 of 1. Only 1 free throw attempt in the first half.
You've got to shoot free throws.
Liv Wongren across the timeline, moving to her left. Bounce pass into the high post. Hankwitz. Down inside it goes to Wongren. Wongren triple team, goes to the wing. Rademacher. Rademacher into the paint, pulls up from 5 and gets it.
That's an outstanding job by Wongren.
Aubrey Rademacher puts that one down, and here come the Argos back the other way. Into the offensive side. Pass goes all the way up top to Lee. Lee, near side, Ramirez. Ramirez, switch dribble through the lane, comes up short. Rademacher gets the rebound and then gets hammered.
Non-contact sport.
Nope.
That was a heck of a tackle. By accident, she was hit hard. Oh, she got to fix her hair. That's what I love about girls. Let me fix my hair. I'm on TV. I love it. That's awesome.
Just because it's something you and I haven't had to worry about for decades.
No, we haven't.
Yeah. Diggs lead by 6, 35-29. And down into the offensive side we go. Liv Wongren around a high screen set by Hankwitz. Wongren drives. She's going to go to the baseline, continues to dribble, try to get it inside to Humphreys, tipped away. Salavia tips it. Turnover will go to the Argos. Pull-up jumper. Rattled around, Wongren grabs the rebound.
Yeah, they got to make a good entry pass into the post, not flat right at them.
Liv Wongren, jump stop. Hadley Humphreys, double teamed. Humphreys gets separation, moves it up. Rademacher now. Aubrey Rademacher into the double team. She'll pull up and fire, and she gets it.
If she's coming out rocking and rolling, that's important for Tech.
It didn't feel like she had any space to get that shot up at all, and she was able to knock it in.
She gathered herself.
Salavia far right wing here for Providence. Driving baseline with it is Carter. Carter kicks it here on the near side. Deep three is up and out. Rebound in traffic. Wongren comes out with it. Tech leading by 8, their biggest lead of the night. Wongren to the elbow. Cross to Humphreys, back in. Wongren underneath. Oh, Macy Mayer put up the shot, no good.
I think they got a piece of that.
UP, I agree, came back the other way. Nice feed into Maldonado, and her scoop shot won't go.
That you don't see very often.
No. 8-point lead and a travel call as Hankwitz going to be called with the walk. Turnover will go to the University of Providence.
One of the reasons I don't like bigs bringing the ball down the floor, they're not used to everything that's taking place out there. She should have given it up at midcourt. If there was somebody there, I don't know if they all left or not, but that was not her fault. She was going to pass it, and nobody's looking at her.
8-point lead for the Digs. University of Providence with it in the offensive zone. Carter, Salavia. Maldonado on the wing. Carlson all over her defensively. Down on the block it goes. Double team. Whistle and a foul as Salavia got the double team. And that is going to go against Carlson, her third. So Carlson dropped in to help defensively. That is her third personal foul. Neibauer will come in. Liv Wongren will go out. Montana Tech leading by 8, their biggest lead of the day. UP to Salavia at the left elbow. Salavia gets it off to Carter. Carter here on the near side, Maldonado. Maldonado up top, ball fake. Driving, pass goes out on the right side. That one goes behind the intended target. Lee picks it up, shot clock down to 4. Switch dribble, Carter. Out on the edge it goes to Lee. Lee fires from the foul line, no good. And the rebound by Neibauer, and she'll bring it down the floor. Neibauer into the offensive zone. Neibauer dribbling right, passes left. Badavinik. Bado so far on the day, 3 points, 2 assists. Carlson back to Badavinik. They're giving Bado quite a bit of space on the wing.
Yeah, she's got a lock and load on that.
Carlson drives. Nice take by Carlson. Puts up the scoop shot. That one misdirected by Salavea. Good defense. She takes up some real estate. Down on the block it goes. Loose double team. Pass out in the corner. Jump stop by Ramirez. Feeds it across. Pull up. No good. Defensive rebound. Badavinik. Brooke quickly the other way. Brooke. Down to the far left wing. Inside it goes to Humphreys. Humphreys turns. Left hand off the rack. No good. Carlson with the offensive rebound, and she'll be fouled.
Great job. I liked everything they did with Hadley. She just blew the bunny a little bit. Great job of Carlson getting on the offensive boards.
An 8-point lead for the Digs. As the scoring has been really slow here in this third quarter. We're 4 minutes in. Montana Tech has 4 points this quarter. Providence has yet to score.
Defense will do that too once in a while.
No joke. UP 0 of 6 from the floor here in the third. Montana Tech is 2 of 5. And Avery Carlson will shoot the second free throw of the day for Montana Tech. Personal foul goes to Salavea. That's her third. That could be costly. That'll bring her to the bench here for now.
That's a good time for Tech to rethink the post.
Avery Carlson at the stripe, puts the first one up and in.
Now she has her highest game ever.
There we go.
Montana
Now
Tech.
she does.
She's going to make it even higher. She's a good free throw shooter.
Her 10 points. High water mark for her. Back of the rim, no good. Defensive rebound, UP, and Providence will come back the other way. Into the offensive side, Maldonado almost got around the defender, but Neibauer takes it away. Outlet down the floor, Kiowason. Hauber, that one's kicked.
Right idea, good defense.
Good read that time by Rager as she put the foot out there and knocked it away.
That was a gimme. She dispelled that whole philosophy.
Carlson will look to bring it in on the baseline here for the Digs. 9-point lead. Carlson, far left side, Kiowason. Wasson up top to Neibauer. Neibauer down the left side, spins, kicks it out on the edge. Wasson now up top to Humphrey. She'll fire. That one no good. She shoots 43% from that spot.
That was halfway down.
Rattles out on her. UP the other way. Carter setting a high screen for her. Carter to the right elbow. Feeds it down to the baseline to Lee. Lee turns and fires. That one no good. Tipped out of bounds. That'll remain UP basketball. So Providence will keep it in the offensive zone. 5:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Montana Tech leading by 9. .520 left to play here in the third. And UP bring her in. Pass comes here on the near side to Thurber. 3-point shot, Maldonado, no good. Coming down with a rebound, Montana Tech.
Somebody's got to go get the ball.
Hankwitz. Near side to Wongren.
One drive me crazy as a coach. Let the post players bring it down.
Wongren at the left elbow. Out to Rademacher. Aubrey spins. Out to the edge. Wide open. 3-point shot. Won't go for Hankwitz, but grabbing it is Rademacher. She'll fight her way back up. No good. And here comes Providence the other way. Physical ball game. Down the floor to Carter. Carter turns and fires and gets it.
Yeah.
Nice shot by Carter that time. Carter with 8 points.
Good transition offense by Providence.
Montana Tech leading by 7. They have led by as much as 9 today.
Now is when Hadley needs the ball down on the block.
Humphreys out to Rademacher. There they go to Humphreys. Humphreys puts it up and in.
I rest my case.
Bingo. Yeah, with Salavea on the bench. That territory is hers. 9-point lead for the Digs, 40-31. Pull-up jumper won't go. Defensive rebound, Montana Tech. UP is 1 of 10 from the floor here in this third quarter. Liv Wongren underneath. Great feed, nice finish.
When you got the Stallion out because of foul trouble, you get it to the other person that's really good, and that's Hadley. She did a great job of getting open.
Hadley Humphreys caught that one off balance and able to convert. Montana Tech leading 42-31. With the timeout, we'll take one. We're back here after this. 3:51 left to play here in the third quarter. Montana Tech leading 42-31 off of some quick points inside by Hadley Humphreys.
Yeah, she definitely was going to do something this half, but as soon as Providence had to sit their big down on there, now it's Tech's turn to get it to their bigs because the other ones are not quite as strong or as forceful down on the block for Providence, and Tech has got to take advantage of that.
Diggs lead by 11. And the Argos will look to bring her down the floor. Salavea still off the floor.
Yeah, she's not going to come out. She got three. Yeah, she's not coming out till the fourth quarter.
Down the floor, Maldonado. Maldonado, 1 of 4 shooting so far today. She'll pass here on the near side to Ramirez. Ramirez double team, loose ball on the ground, picked up. Turnover caused by the Montana Tech defense.
Slow down. Bring it. Oh, we got a break there.
Longren spins to the baseline, and she's fouled by Thurber.
Yeah.
And that should be Thurber's third, I believe. Nope, my apologies. That's just her first.
When you get a breakaway like that and you see the numbers are against you, you just turn around and bring it back out.
3:34 left to play here in the third. Montana Tech leading 42-31. Let's get you updated on the other scores here while we have a moment. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. A game in Havre. Carroll leading Northern 32-28. That one just getting underway in the fourth quarter. So Carroll up by 4 in Havre.
Still a low-scoring game.
Incredibly low. And the other game is in Billings. The Western trailing Rocky 54-50. That one just at the end of 3. So a tight ball game in Billings, tight ball game in Havre.
Tight Frontier Conference, that's how it works.
Shocker. And again, this is the final day. After this, everybody has played everybody once in conference, and they'll play 2 more times. The 2 remaining games just depend on who you have home and away. You know, you'll have a couple teams home for 2, and you'll have a couple away for 2.
Well, historically, you and I have always talked about you've got to hold home. So if you're playing 2 of your 3 at home, you got to win both of those. Because this conference is a road school. You got to hold home to be at the top of the pack, and that's where everybody, right now, everybody's involved. Everybody's good. They're all equal, and holding your home fort is extremely important.
Diggs lead by 11. This is their biggest lead of the day. Montana Tech's Liv Wongren will bring it in. And Providence comes out after the timeout as well. Onto the court, Cameron Cartwright, a junior out of Pasco, Washington, will see her first minutes here today.
Hadley can back her down now if she wants.
Cross-court pass, good head fake there by Wongren. Now it goes out to Hankwitz. Hankwitz doesn't look, moves it up top, driving into the paint. And we're going to get an offensive call.
Did he call a foul or would he call something? I couldn't figure out the...
He called a foul on 24, but we don't have a 24 on the floor.
And I don't think he called the foul. I
Was
thought
it 3-second maybe?
Well, maybe, but I don't see where that call came
Exactly. Maldonado finds her first good look today, and she gets her first basket of the second half. She has 6 points on the day. Montana Tech by 9. Yeah, I apologize. I don't know what the call was. Near side with it. Montana Tech, Chloe Sandiford. Out to Wongren, back to Sandiford.
Got to get it inside. They're in the 2-3 zone. Oh, no, they're not.
Liv Wongren, turnaround jump shot won't go. Rebound controlled on the inside by Cartwright. Cartwright quickly, Providence down the floor. Spinning through the baseline. Down on the block it goes as Thurber with it. Up top to Maldonado. Sandiford on her. Maldonado, nowhere to go. Jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound controlled, Montana Tech. Sandiford the other way.
Ball movement's necessary now. Look inside. Got a mismatch down here with Hankwitz.
9-point lead for Montana Tech. 2:18 left to play in the third. Liv Wongren with a head fake. She'll step back and fire. That one rattles out. Everything seemed to go for her in the first half. The last 2 here in the second half have rattled out on Liv. UP the other way. Montana Tech 4 of 12 from the floor here in the third. Providence is 2 of 12. UP, baseline pass, Ramirez, whistle, and a foul.
Yeah, Hankwitz reached in.
So that's going to go on Chloe Sandiford. That's her first. And Montana Tech will do the line change. Humphreys will stay out. Also coming out is Avery Carlson. Neibauer is out. Kyle Wasson is on the floor as well.
Yeah, take advantage of Humphreys right now because Providence is big as sitting on the bench. She's got an advantage.
Pass here on the near side, comes up top. Maldonado fires the three and gets it. Maldonado, 9 points. Montana Tech's lead is 6. Carlson, far left wing. Carlson, top of the horn, switch to her left hand. Stops, gets it off, jump shot in the paint is up and in as Adley Humphreys puts it down. She has 6 points so far today.
I hate to be a stubborn guy, but she's got to have the ball. She's got to touch the ball every time down the floor.
Maldonado gets a lane, shot blocked. It's going to go out of bounds.
Haber, nice block from behind.
Great job by Haber getting on that one.
That was a freebie.
18 on the shot clock. Substitution here for UP is checking out will be Reger, and in is Talia Lee, the sophomore out of Spokane, out of Gonzaga Prep. The inbound on the baseline, Thurber. Thurber fighting her way to the rack. Scoop shot on the turn, won't go. Good look at it. Neibauer will bring it the other way. Pretty guard-heavy unit out here for Montana Tech right now. Carlson, leading scorer on the floor for Montana Tech, gets it across to Haber. Haber on the inside, it goes to Humphreys, double teamed. Out to Haber, near side, Neibauer. Neibauer into the lane. Humphreys sends him in motion. Shot clock at 7. Underneath it goes to Haber. Haber mismatch, turns, double team, whistle and a foul.
Yeah, she had her position where she wanted her. She didn't get the ball in time.
So that will put Haber at the line. Haber.
I'm going to love this girl. Hope I stay alive another 4 years to watch her finish here. She's going to be a great player in this conference.
She is.
I love her game anyway, and I love her toughness. She's on my all-tough team.
As a freshman?
As a freshman.
Okay. It's pretty rare, ladies and gentlemen.
Rare, very rare.
An 8-point lead. Haber's first free throw goes wide right, no good.
Obviously, I worked with her from the free throw line.
I was going to bring it up.
I knew I was going to beat you to that.
She's about 54% from the foul line this year. And her second hits the back of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Cartwright. She'll hand it off to Maldonado. Maldonado down the floor. Pass to the far right wing. Good ball fake there by Carter. No one there, wide open. Talia Lee gets the easy two.
That's a lack of communication on defense.
My goodness, there wasn't a soul near her. And Montana Tech back the other way. Far left side controlling. Sent him in motion is Carlson. Carlson off to Macy Mayer. Mayer gets it off to Neibauer, who gets tripped up. And it looks like she'll be fouled by Cartwright.
That's a rare foul to get called when your feet get tangled. That's usually not part of the process, so she got a break there.
So the 5th team foul here against the Argos. So for the next 8 arduous seconds, Montana Tech will shoot 2. Neibauer at the line. Neibauer 78% from the free throw line on the year. Her first here is money. Freshman averaging just under 5 points a game. She's another one that is going to make a significant mark at this school.
She's tough, too, speaking of tough people.
Her second hits the back of the rim, no good. Defensive rebound by Lee. Game clock down to 2-1. Maldonado passes left. The shot is not off in time.
Neibauer blocked it anyway. Good job by Tech.
A 7-point lead for Montana Tech. 45-38 over the Argos of the University of Providence. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. We're back after this. 10 minutes left in regulation. Montana Tech leading 45-38, JT. As we get ready here for the fourth quarter, University of Providence down by 7. What's important for them to get started?
I think, again, I really believe that Hankowitz and Hadley have to have possession of the ball. I don't think either one of them have to dribble it out front, but I think they need to pull the big away from the basket because she's going to end up coming in right now. She has her 3 fouls. I'm going to take the ball to her.
Yeah, the other scores right now in Billings, Western leading Rocky 63-62. And Carroll leading Northern 38-35 with about 5 minutes left in that ball game.
Well, some great ball games going on.
Those two just both a little bit ahead of us here. Across the timeline, Maldonado. Pass goes out right side, Ramirez. Providence shot 25% from the floor that quarter. Montana Tech a little better at 38%. Maldonado's jumper no good. Badavinik grabs a rebound. Brooke Badavinik the other way. 3 points on the day. She's 1 of 2 shooting. She'll drift out to the right wing, looking for help. Humphreys gets it. Humphreys, inside it goes. Nice pass. Finish won't fall in.
She had her at any point, but she got too hurried to shoot it.
Providence drops it off to Lee. She'll fire a big 3 and gets it. Talia Lee.
Gotta let them shoot those. That's a nice shot.
45-41, Montana Tech by 4. Providence gaining some momentum here around a screen. Liv Wongren steps back, moves it up top. Humphreys. We've got bodies tied up down on the block.
Hankwitz had put her arm down and put it around her waist.
So Hankwitz going to pick up the personal. 1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Hankwitz will check out. Haber will come in, as does Carlson. Providence with some momentum as we enter this fourth quarter. Montana Tech led by as much as 11 in the third, with about 3 minutes left in the third. Maldonado into the offensive zone. She has 9 points, feeds it inside. Salavia turns, gets it a high off the glass, no good. Rademacher with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, that was great defense by Haber.
Into the offensive zone, Montana Tech with it.
You got to look inside. They got her. Oh.
Pass on the wing is tipped and taken away, Maldonado. Quick hand, she'll get the steal. She'll push the pace the other way. Driving, scoop up, no good. Liv Wongren hauls down the rebound. Montana Tech the other way. Across the timeline, Wongren drifting right. 4-point lead for the Digs, 45-41. Wongren into the high post, puts on the brakes. Haber fires from the baseline and gets it. Haber has 4 points on the day. She's 2 of 3. And the Digs back up by 6.
It's all about defense here in the last 8 minutes, both teams.
Maldonado. They look at pick and roll, well defended. Right side, Lee. Lee fouled as Haber's going to pick up the personal. That's team foul number 2 for Montana Tech here in this fourth quarter.
Couldn't quite see what she did. She might have had her hand on her hip, maybe.
47-41, Montana Tech by 6. 8 minutes left to play here in this regulation. I almost said in this ball game, but this one, for some reason, feels like we might see more than 40 minutes.
There's a good chance of that.
The inbound comes to Salavia. She wants the baseline. Spins into the double team. Great defense. Loose, picked up, Montana Tech.
Hankwitz kept her hands where they belong. Nice job.
All the way down, Nybauer puts on the brakes. That one goes to Liv Wongren with the right hand. Liv converts. Wongren has 8 points on the day. Montana Tech by 8. Monique Carter into the offensive zone. She's been quiet here in this second half. Around a screen, Ramirez, nice pass, easy finish that time by Lee.
That's 2 or 3 of those. Some reason the defensive communication is not going on.
Liv Wongren.
Great pass, by the way.
Wongren across midcourt. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Hankwitz gets it at the left elbow. Hankwitz feeds it on the inside. That's knocked out of play by Ramirez.
That's a difficult pass to make, and a good job defensively. You got to let her set. She's got to be facing you when you dump that off.
49-43. As Montana Tech will look to inbound here. Trying to get it in. Pass comes out. Rademacher. Rademacher into the key. Up top to Badavinik. Badavinik has a lane. Bado to the rack. Takes it up and in. Nice decision by Brooke Badavinik. She sees the easy two.
A nice finger roll. That's a difficult shot. Most people don't realize that.
Around the screen, into the paint. Pass goes out to Ramirez. Nice pass inside Salavia. That one's tipped out by Badavinik. And it's going to be Montana Tech basketball. Salavia steps out of bounds. Boy, Montana Tech's defense, especially the help part of the defense, has been fantastic today.
Well, they're getting more than one hand down there on Salavia, and it's really made a difference this half. She's just too good to let play one-on-one.
6:36 left to play here in this ball game. Montana Tech up 51-43. The lead was trimmed to 4, and I think Brooke Badavinik is going to get it here. She tripped and felt like she kind of body slammed an opponent here.
That was classified in New York City as a mugging.
And actually,
you're being polite.
But yeah, kind of. Let's see what actually it is going to go against Providence as Salavia picks up her 4th as Badavinik went skipping across the ground. The inbound, a whistle and a foul as Rademacher slides safely into her home bench.
Yeah, Providence got to relax a little bit. They're starting to panic a little, and it's showing.
8-point lead for Montana Tech.
Composure is such a big part of the game of basketball.
Tech shooting 49% for the game. The inbound to Humphreys. Humphreys off the back of the iron, no good. Here come the Argos, back the other way. Across the timeline, Carter. Carter here on the near side, now to the baseline it goes. Argos still led by Salavia with 11 points. Maldonado has 9, Carter with 8. On the baseline, spinning is Thurber. Thurber goes all the way out right side. Reger. Left hand, shot clock down to 3. Maldonado fights her way through the paint, kicks it out on the edge. 3-point shot is up and no good at the horn. Montana Tech basketball.
They need to run high-low right now. Hankwitz and Hadley.
Into the offensive side, Humphreys. Breaking up to get it is Carlson. Carlson feeds it into Rademacher. Rademacher spins to her left hand and gets it. That's a great take by Aubrey Rademacher. 8 points on the day for Rademacher. Top of the key, right side. Montana Tech by 10. Again, the lead was down to 4 not long ago. Nice take to the rack that time by Carter.
Carter is an excellent guard.
Boy, that was a great take. She had to give it some spin, kind of counter to the way she was moving. Badavinik, no. Almost getting the rebound was Humphreys, but Providence comes out in traffic. UP the other way. Maldonado. Here on the near side, around a high screen. Maldonado bounce pass to the corner. Carter fires the 3, no good. Big time rebound, Hankwitz. Brooklyn Hankwitz on the day. That's rebound number 6. She has 6, and then there are 4 other Orediggers with 5 rebounds. Montana Tech out rebounding the University of Providence 36-30 right now. And that, I'm going to say the pivot foot was drugged. Carlson will be called with a travel. Coach not happy.
He's got to be a little patient. He's got the lead here. He's got a nice, comfortable lead right now. He doesn't want to get teed up. I know sometimes referees get their feelings hurt, and they're gonna let you know about it.
53-45 our score. Montana Tech with the lead over the Argos of the University of Providence. Thanks for joining us here. Frontier Conference action on Digger Vision. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back after this. (53-45 our score. Montana Tech with the lead over the University of Providence. We have a moment. Let's see if we can get score updates here. With a little over 2 minutes left in Billings. Boy, Rocky went on a spurt. They go up by 11.
Wow.
74-63. Remember, the last time we looked, Western was
down.
leading that.
Yes.
And the other game in Havre, Carroll leads by 9, 46-37. That's under a minute. So it looks like Carroll will escape the Armory with a win. Armory always a real tough place to get wins. Maldonado with the inbound. Cross time out on the right side, Carter. Carter to Maldonado. Maldonado trying to find an opening. Down on the block it goes to Thurber. Good ball movement here on the near side to Carter. Inside pass is tipped. Double teamed up top, Maldonado. She'll get rid of it again. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound, back up.
That should have been
Yep, I was just going to say the
shot clock violation.
We have replay. That did not touch the iron.
No, did not.
And it was, the shot clock was 2, maybe even down to 1. We do have replay. We'll see if they decide to go take a look at it here.
Well, Coach Graham's absolutely right. That wasn't even close.
Yeah. An 8-point lead for Montana Tech, 53-45.
No, you're calling the foul.
Yep. So
They missed that, baby.
So a shove call is going to go on Chloe Sanford. The officials continue to talk about it. And again, we do have replay available here. I'm kind of surprised they haven't gone over to look, to be honest.
Well, that's their job, so they should. Why am I getting excited up here? I'm announcing with you, and when the officials don't do what is correct, it just gets inside of my body. Maybe they're going to
There we go. Now they're going. Now it looks like. Well, let's see here. Looks like they are going to go over and look.
They should. Mm-hmm. That's why you have replay.
We do have it here. It is available. It's coming off of 2 of our 3 stream cameras. And they will take a look at the replay here. Montana Tech leading by 8. Frontier Conference action. Again, coming into today, let me give you a look at what the standings look like here. Our women's standings look like that. Coming into today, Rocky 3-1, Carroll 3-1. It looks like Carroll will go to 4-1. Rocky put themselves in a pretty good spot to go to 4-1 as well. Montana Tech 2-2, Western 2-2, Northern 1-3, and Providence is 1-3. If Montana Tech is able to hold on to this lead and get another big win, that would put them to 3-2 and put them in a good spot here. And it would continue the University of Providence's real tough start to the Frontier Conference play. They lost their first 3. They did get a win on Thursday, but it has not been ideal. They were up to number 5 in the national, the top 25 rankings. And that has certainly changed here.
I don't know, these issues are really important in a game like this, especially conference games, but they've seen all 3 refs have looked at the thing now, and it was clear cut to me that there was a shot clock violation before the foul. And they're going to turn around and say, no, there wasn't, and so I'm wrong again. And that's why I used to get in trouble.
So the officials, after looking at the replay, there's a whole lot of hand signals to the table. I have no idea what those hand signals mean.
Means Providence is getting the ball back, and I was wrong for the first time in the history of my lifetime. I want to go watch that tape.
I do too. So at the foul line is going to be Cameron Cartwright. So Cartwright at the line. Yeah, from our angle, and we have a pretty good look at it from here, it clearly missed the rim. Cartwright's first, off the iron, no good.
Well, that missed the rim, and I heard the clock go off, then I heard the whistle after, so maybe it touched something up there. I didn't even think it was close. But
Cartwright's second is up and good. She gets 1 of 2. Montana Tech leads by 7, 53-46.
Surprised Providence not picking up full court a little bit to push the ball.
Montana Tech leads by 7. Wongren into the paint. Hands it off. Kaya Wasson out on the left side to Hauber. Hauber, the freshman, underneath to Humphreys. Trying to go to Hauber, but well defended. trying to get rid of it here. Backdoor pass is going to be intercepted.
Outstanding defense by Providence.
Humphreys had nowhere to go. Pass to Cartwright, intercepted by Kyle Wasson. Boy, she's done a nice job this year putting herself in passing lanes.
Yeah, Tech's got to slow down.
Liv Wongren attacks the rack. That one won't go, but she will go to the foul line.
Yeah, they're pushing the ball hard, and the clock's the enemy of Providence right now. They've got to milk some of that.
3:24 left to play here in this ball game. Montana Tech by 7.
That used to be my forte, milking the clock.
You could have written so many books.
Then they brought in the shot clock.
Yeah, then
killed
that
my book.
Boy, I'll tell you. It did help with my alcoholism calling your games when you'd hold on to it for 7 minutes, though.
Well, if you're not going to play defense, I'm going to hold it. I'm winning. It's about winning, Paul.
8-point lead. Liv Wongren at the line. She has 9 points. Make it 10. So Liv Wongren with 10 points so far on the day. Liv's high this year. She had 21 against Dickinson. Tech up by 9. Salavia looking for the backdoor cut. Comes across here on the near side to Ramirez. Ramirez drives. Nice take. Ramirez rolls it in.
Yeah, didn't get any help on that. Nice drive.
Boy, great first step by Ramirez. 3 minutes left to play. Montana Tech by 7. UP picking up man-to-man defense here. Carlson going left.
Got to get rid of the dribble, pass the ball.
Wongren. Humphreys comes up to help. Wongren, jump stop, needing help, hands it off. Down to the baseline, shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound, back up, no good. UP comes out with it. Rademacher gets pinballed around underneath the basket. Pass is tipped, three-point shot is up and good. Big-time shot by Maldonado.
Yeah, you want your scorers to have the ball at this time of the game. Nice shot.
4-point lead for the Digs, 55-51. 2:27 left to play. A short timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here as we make our way through this Saturday afternoon. Frontier Conference action. The Digs shooting 46% for the game. On the other side, Providence at 36%. Here in the fourth quarter, both teams honestly pretty solid. Defense getting a little bit better. We're seeing a little more in the way of turnovers here as this ball game has gone on.
Well, you got to pick your game up a notch when it's getting down to this time. And that's what you do defensively.
Salavia is on the floor with 4 personals. On the other side, Montana Tech, no one with 4, but a couple with 3. There have been a lot of personals called here today, but they have been spread out.
I'm totally shocked they're not picking up and forcing. Now, Tech's got an opportunity here. You're looking for a post. You're looking for a layup.
Carlson to Humphreys. Humphreys up top. She'll put it down with the left hand. She's going to attack. Humphreys right to the rack, gets it.
And you get the ball in your best player's hands.
Humphreys has 8 points on the day. Carter the other way. Pass here on the near side, Salavia. She's going to fire the 3, no good.
And that's what you want. If you're Tech, that's what you want. She's not a three-point shooter by my standards.
Carlson across midcourt, a 6-point lead for the Digs. $1:48 left to play. Maldonado comes up defensively. Carlson going left. Up top to Humphreys. Humphreys, shot clock down to 8. Hand off to Rademacher. Rademacher out to the edge. 3-point shot, Liv Wongren. Liv knocks it down.
Monster 3.
Big time shot, Liv Wongren puts it down. She has 13.
Great job of Rademacher of creating.
9-point advantage for Montana Tech. They'll set a high screen, good defense. And the 3-point shot is up and good the other way, Maldonado.
Great answer.
Maldonado has 15 points. She's 5 of 10 from the floor. More importantly, she's 4 of 5 beyond the arc. 6-point lead for the Digs. They're going to go ahead and burn this clock down a little ways. Providence going to come out here. Around a screen. And a whistle and a foul. That one is going to go against Carter. Late whistle. As coming up to set the screen was Hankowitz.
Puts 20 big seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it?
Yes.
Argos pick up their 4th team foul, so the next one will send Montana Tech to the line. A 6-point advantage for Montana Tech. Into the backcourt, they'll go to Carlson. Avery Carlson across midcourt. Up top, Carlson, trap coming, lost it out of bounds.
Got to get rid of the ball. You can't dribble. You got to get rid of it. Even if you're working that clock, the ball's got to move.
6-point lead for Montana Tech.
That's great job by Providence defensively.
Yeah, boy, just crept that trap
Yeah,
up.
I saw the trap coming and lost sight of what was going on the floor.
Into the offensive side, Carter. Carter, Salavia. Now into the hands of Lee. Lee out on the right side. Maldonado to Lee. Lee steps left. Nice job defensively. Nowhere to go. Maldonado double teamed. Whistle and a foul.
That's a good foul.
So Carlson will pick up the personal foul. And Providence will inbound here. So both teams with 14 fouls. So the next one will send him to the line for 2. Montana Tech up by 6, and a whole lot of time came off the clock in that possession.
Yes, and the other thing, they're going to have to foul if they can't get the inbounds.
And it looks like UP is going to call a timeout before they inbound. So the University of Providence will call a timeout. Montana Tech leading by 6. The Digs are 11-6 on the year, 2-3 in Frontier Conference play. The University of Providence is 11-5. 1-3 in Frontier Conference play. Both these teams, well, I should say not both. Providence is nationally ranked, sitting in that low 20 range. Montana Tech got packed in actually quite a few more votes this week, but still just outside the top 25.
Yeah, Coach Himmelberg's setting his defense right now. You got to try to get a steal. If you don't, you got to foul immediately. And you also have to coach up, who do I want to push to the ball? Who do I want to take away? Who do I not want shooting free throws?
So that will be Providence basketball in their offensive zone. 24.7 seconds left to play as UP looking to bring it in. Pass comes in, Salavia. Salavia hands it off. Maldonado trying to find an opening. And a whistle and a foul. Humphreys got her before.
Yeah, you got to get in front of her and break down.
Humphreys will pick up her 3rd.
There's only 2 people should have the ball for Providence right now. And this one's going to the free throw line, and she's not the one Tech wants there because she's a great free throw shooter.
6-point lead for Montana Tech. 20 seconds left to play. Frontier Conference basketball here. I would assume the other 2 games are done. Maldonado at the line while she's shooting. I'll look here. Maldonado's first is money. Rocky won at home, 81-68 over Western. And Carroll wins in Havre, 49-37 over Northern. So both were pretty tight the whole ball game, but stretched out a little bit at the ends. Maldonado knocks it down. Montana Tech going to call a timeout with 20 seconds left to play. They lead by 4.
You got to have those free throw shooters in here. I always kept a little piece of paper in my hand of the other team, what their percentages were, and then my own team, I always knew who the good free throw shooters were. But that's who you need in here now.
60-56, Montana Tech leads by 4. Frontier Conference action here. So Rocky Mountain College goes to 4-1 in conference play. Let me grab a second. Let me grab this is our standings again coming into today. So Rocky Mountain College will go to 4-1 in conference. Carroll College will match them at 4-1 in conference play. Montana Tech hoping to go to 3-2. Western falls to 2-3. Northern goes to 1-4. Okay.
And on any given night, Northern can beat any one of them that are above them.
That is the case.
That's how equal this conference is. Got to pick up man-to-man, try to deny the inbounds pass.
Montana Tech will look to bring it in on the baseline. Avery Carlson will get it. Full court pressure. The inbound to Liv Wongren. Wongren going to be fouled. So Liv will go to the foul line here. Liv 75% from the free throw line on the year.
Defensive substitution by Tech right now.
Sanford checks in. Sanford has done an outstanding job when she has defended Maldonado here today. And actually, the other across from her is Avery Carlson.
Both of them have
the 2 of them have been money.
excellent defense.
Liv's first, back of the rim, no good. Montana Tech leading by 4. Their last home game, they won from the free throw line. And this one, they're 4 of 10 from the free throw line. And Liv gets the second one in.
2 trips down the floor in 18 seconds. Tech cannot foul.
61-56, Montana Tech with the lead over the University of Providence. Again, thanks for joining us here for Oredigger basketball here on Digger Vision. As we make our way through a Saturday afternoon, game 1 of our doubleheader. We will have the men's game coming up after this. Montana Tech shooting 48% from the floor. The University of Providence at 37%. This has been a great ball game. We've had a lot of fun with this one.
Excellent ball game. These are both just fun teams.
What do you see as the key points for either team out of the gate here right now?
Well, Providence has to get us. Who has the ball? I guess that's the first question. Who has the ball?
University of Providence will have the ball, and I assume they're going to inbound on their or in front of their bench.
All right, they got 2 players got to have the basketball, and from Montana Tech's side, they don't want to give up a 3. You got to play the perimeter strong. You can let them have 2, make them work the clock a little bit. Don't make it easy, but you don't want to give up the 3 and make this a 2-point ball game. Maldonado's got to do something. She's a magician.
Looking to get the ball in. Maldonado flashes through, trying to find somewhere to go. Maldonado gets it. She's going to drive the lane. Maldonado takes it to the rack. Her shot won't go.
Yeah, you didn't want to foul it. Give her the layup. You didn't want to foul. You got possession. Get it in. Get it to your best free throw shooter. And this is the girl you don't want to put to the line. And I knew, you and I both knew she's the one going with it.
Yeah.
3 or go. They should have just gave up the layup.
So Ashley Maldonado at the line. Maldonado, 17 points on the day. Again, remember, they held her in check in the first half.
You don't hold a player like
No,
that for
you just don't.
4 quarters in check. You just can't. She's just too good.
4-point lead for Montana Tech. Maldonado gets the ball for attempt number 2. And she knocks it down. 3-point lead, the inbound to Humphreys. Humphreys double teamed. She's fouled.
Yeah, that's who she's one of them you want going to the free throw line.
Hadley Humphreys just shy of 80% from the foul line on the year. And she will shoot a pair here for Montana Tech. Hadley Humphreys, 8 points on the day. She's 4 of 9 from the floor. She has yet to shoot a free throw. Actually, Tech 5 of 11 from the free throw line today.
Well, she's one of them I'd want there if I'm coaching this team.
Very much so. Hadley's first is money. Yeah, I don't think there's a situation where I don't want Hadley touching the basketball if you're Montana Tech this year. No. You need a 3. She's over 40%. If you need something to happen early, Providence grabs the rebound, trailing by 4, under 10 seconds.
They can't foul.
Carter.
Don't give up a 3.
To Maldonado, great defense. Out to Carter. 3 ball is no good. Offensive rebound, Providence. It's going to go out of bounds. Montana Tech basketball with 4/10 of a second. And Montana Tech is going to get the win here. 4/10 of a second remaining. UP will do everything they can to put pressure on the inbound here.
Too little, too late.
The inbound to Humphreys, and this one's in the record books. Montana Tech going to get the win, 62-58 over the Argos, as the Digs will go to 2-3 in Frontier Conference play. The University of Providence will drop to 1-4 with a loss here on a Saturday.
Outstanding basketball game, Frontier-like all the way, and Providence has an excellent team. They've got to find somebody else. They got 2 great players. You can't just win it with two players in this game.
Maldonado finishes with 19 points on the day. Salavia in double digits with 11. Carter gets 10 points on the day. Lee with 7, Thurber with 4, and Cartwright with 1 point for the University of Providence. They shot 36% from the floor over the entirety of this ball game. On the other side for Montana Tech, 14 points out of Liv Wongren. She was 5 of 10 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the foul line. She had 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Big day for Liv Wongren. She finishes with 14. Avery Carlson in double digits with 10 points. She was 4 of 6 from the floor. From there, you have Hadley Humphreys with 9, Aubrey Rademacher with 8, Wasson and Badavinik with 5, as does Neibauer. She gets 5 points. Haber gets 4 points on the day, and Hankwitz will finish with 2 points for Montana Tech. As they get the win again, they go to 3-2 in